Hey y'all, what's going on? It's your girl Sade. I want to welcome everybody back to my page. If you new, keep watching. Look at the rest of my videos. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, so when I am on, you will know when I post my videos or when I'm live. So let's jump into this video. So of course y'all know this is a story time. You may not know. This is story time, and I just basically want to encourage someone out there to let you know that everything's going to be okay. So basically, last year I went through one of the worst things of my life, and I went through a lot in 2018, and I had to learn a lot in 2018. And also in 2018 I lost my one and only, the one person I knew that loved me besides God, my grandmother. I lost my grandmother to bone cancer, and I really didn't know what bone cancer was. I didn't know how she got it, or whatever. But one thing I know is that when you got people that love you, you cherish those memories. And so I did. I love my grandma. So just to give you a little bit of background about me, I was raised up in the DCF custody. My mom had an addiction, and my dad just chose to do what he wanted to do. And so I was awarded to the state until I turned 18. Um, Fast forward a little bit, I was in foster care, whatever, whatever. I did have some really good foster parents, the Larkins. Um, I did have one great group home mom. So that was like basically the two places that was the best. Um, but in the midst of those, my grandmother was there for me. You know how you can want a child, but because a child has been uh tormented for so long, or they've been battling so much. And as a child I battled depression, um because I didn't know how to deal with the fact that my mom didn't want to be a part of my life, or she couldn't be a part of my life, or whatever the case may have been. And as a child, every child needs their mother, just like every boy may need their father. um but I really wanted my mom in my life. But anyway, fast forwarding, when I was 16, the state awarded me to my dad and whatever. But I didn't like the fact that I had to go away to Georgia and be away from Florida. And so I basically asked my grandmother, could I come and finish my last year of school with her? And she told me, yeah. I had a very close knit with my grandmother. And so my grandma used to always, what she would tell me that we should be able to trust each other, and I could talk to her about anything. And so there were some things I did disclose with her when as our bond got closer and closer. And sometimes you look at the look on their face, and she was just, more so shocked. And she was like, she didn't know. And I was like, I'm pretty sure, I know you didn't know, but this is just some of the stuff that I endured while I was in foster care. And whatever. And so we all have different experience. Some of us have good experience in foster care, and some of us have bad. And so my grandma, we developed very close knit, and I graduated high school, and um, my mom was there, my sisters was there. Um, but anyway, most importantly, my grandmother was there. Um, so fast forwarding this year, last year of April, my grandmother passed away from bone cancer. And I also was going through a host of other things before my grandmother passed away. And I was a wreck. I almost lost my mind. I didn't know what to do. I didn't have support like I thought I should have had it. I did have a couple of people. I did have two people to be exact, three to be exact. But it's nothing like physical, mentally, spiritually, emotional support. But you have people that rather be there for you spiritually but not be there for you physically. You have people that want to be there with you mentally but don't want to be there with you emotionally. And So you could say I had people there for me spiritually, but physically, mentally, and emotionally, I didn't have anybody. And so I went through that and went through the loss of my grandmother. And, I was just here at work and I just began to think about if I could have just told my grandmother what I was going through, because she was wise. She would have gave me, good wisdom. She would have gave me some good knowledge on how to deal with it. And even though she may never have been through it, uh, just her giving me that knowledge would have helped. But because I didn't want her to worry about me, I didn't tell her. But a grandmother knows. Just like they say a mother knows her child, my grandmother knew me. And she kept, the way she would look at me would indicate, I know something's going on and you're not going to tell me. And I'm like, Grandma, everything okay? And I just will always tell her, everything okay, Grandma. I just want you to concentrate on getting better. And I've never seen my grandma cry until my Uncle Ronnie died, which was her brother. And that was my first time seeing my grandma really cry. And the next time I saw my grandma cry was at her house, maybe a month before she passed away. And it was because with bone cancer, you're in a lot of pain and you swell up because of fluid and everything. And it didn't dawn on me that my grandma's body was beginning to shut down. And but even though my grandmother's gone, I'm still dealing with my same situation that I was dealing with. But I'm here to let somebody know that it's gonna be okay. It's okay to cry. It's okay to feel alone. It's okay to shout. It's okay to stomp. It's even okay to say, Lord, why I'm going through this. It's okay. But from my experience, don't stay there. Whatever you do, don't stay in that mode. Because it'll lead you down a road of straight destruction. Because we can get so caught up in trying to figure out why. And the why will drive us crazy because you may not find out why you had to go through that situation. And so that's where I'm at. I'm at the why stop. And even though I done passed this stop one too many times within this year, 1 month, I still say, God, why? And I'm like, okay, I'm going to endure it, and I'm enduring it. But have you ever been to a point where you fighting a battle, and it just seemed like you losing? And I'm saying, Lord, it just seemed like I'm losing. I'm losing. And I'm like, what do I do? Because I don't have anybody. I talked to my mama once in a blue moon. I haven't talked to my dad since he came down in November. Me and my sisters are not close. My brother done moved away and they just don't call no more. And because I'm going through my own life battles, I kind of just link off to myself. So when I come to work, I cry. I talk to God. And so, but I want whoever out there who this may be helping, I want you to know that you're not alone. Your situation, you're not alone. You're not the only person going through it. It's everybody going through something. You might be the one that's going through what you're going through right now, but know you're going to be able to help somebody. And I can't get fully into it right now, but when it's all over, I'm going to let you know exactly what the storm was. And I'm going to let you know how I came through. And I'm going to let you know I've been crying almost a whole year because of my situation, because of the loss of my grandmother. I'm going to let you know. But know that you're not alone. It's a cry if you need to cry. Scream if you need to scream. Holler if that's what you need to do. But don't stay there. Don't stay there. Because you're going to lose your mind. I'm telling you, I almost lost my mind. I almost lost my mind. But I kept getting in my word. I kept trusting God. And it's like it got harder and harder. But I was like, okay, I'm going to still trust God. And yeah, I might have stopped. I'm like, I can't go on no more because it's getting too hard. God saw fit for me to keep pushing. So if he saw fit for me to keep pushing, you keep pushing too. Keep pushing. Keep pressing. You're going to be all right. You're going to come out of this. You are better than it. It's just God trying to show you that you are stronger than what you look like. You are capable of anything you put your mind to. So you keep pushing. You keep pressing. You keep praying. You keep holding your head up because everything going to be all right. I love y'all. Y'all have a good night.